This video is brought to you by Blue One Energy. Blue One TDX20 R458A is the only complete R22 replacement solution. Use their US tech support and Blue One mobile app to make sure your retrofit goes seamlessly. Good morning, guys. It's a wonderful Sunday morning, and Zach is up to no good. Doing a service call. Weird. Zach is working again. Zach is definitely working again. We got the minivan here. I'm going to tell you something. If you guys don't like my minivan, you can suck my... Sorry about that. Heading out to a service call, water on the ceilings. I'm gonna see what's what. I had to pick up some supplies from Walmart. Heading to the job. Let's see what happens. Guys, I'm up here on a Ream air handler. The drain is definitely clogged up. You can see inside of it. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Might not be able to see it down there, but it's definitely clogged up. Backed up into the air handler. Pan didn't flood all the way out. We have a switch on it. But for some reason, water got out of here. Water probably got underneath here into this fitting down here, looks like. So that's where the flooding came from. I'm going to take a look inside the duct, see what it looks like, and we're going to go from there. Taking a peek inside the duct, I can't see much any water in there at all, or evidence of water. That's kind of interesting. Nothing at all. Put my hands down here at the bottom. It doesn't appear overly saturated with water, if at all. So I'm going to open that up and see if it looks saturated at all. Because if it could have dried out, but this is still pretty wet right there. Let's see if anything comes out of here from the coil pan. Nothing. Nothing left in the pan. Must have got through. I'm here behind the unit now. There's still a little bit of water in this pan. You can see it has a secondary drain. That's why it didn't overflow. It has a secondary drain off the back of it. So the water that came out of this thing, and I'm looking around here, they said there was some wetness here, but most of it at the front, you can still see it's wet right there. Probably look and see where it went down through the ceiling, right in that area. So if you look underneath there, water probably either came out of the unit here or out of the duct or a combination of both. It looks like it came from up here. If it's running this way, looks like it came from the unit itself and maybe dripped out. There's still some drippies on the bottom there where the bottom's saturated and it's cooler and it's condensing. Well, looks like it's just going to be, the pan's pretty spent. It's pretty rotted out on the bottom. It's not completely rotted out, but it's getting that way. But I don't think the pan's the problem here. I think the water in the air handler was either slung down the duct a little bit by the blower or just seeped out to the front, since we have a fitting that goes straight off the bottom of it. So we have these little cuts and grooves on the chassis of the air handler. Probably just seeped out through there, went down the duct, or just went onto the floor, went all the way over there. So probably need a primary line float switch, one of those inline float switches to help combat this problem. And just clean out the drain so it doesn't happen again. But that's kind of scary because that means it could happen any time, and the fail switch on the pan is not going to protect it, and this drain isn't going to protect it. So guys, just keep that in mind. Might be something that happens to you one day. So I talked to the homeowner. What we're going to do is we're going to add a switch here. We're going to run the thing overnight with the blower on, just to dry things out a little bit, because there's still a little bit of moisture in here. Once there's moisture in the air handler, it's really hard to get much out of that insulation because it's so mashed down and those air spaces close up. She was concerned about mold, but I told her to a certain degree there's mold in pretty much every air handler after a certain time period. We're going to try to wipe it down a little bit and make it a little bit cleaner. Just a little bit of peace of mind. Put a new P-trap in. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to button this thing back up, turn it back on, let it run for a little while. I'll finish that drain out tomorrow when I get the switch. And I'll let you guys know what happens on the flip side. We'll check out the unit as well once we're all done. And we're not going to do that today because I don't want to run it, but we'll run it tomorrow. Not too awful bad. Well guys, I'm heading back home here. Nice Sunday drive. Pretty sky today. Pretty sky. Might not be pretty in a few days. The hurricane's coming. Hurricane Florence said it might be pretty strong by the time it gets here. It looks like it's going to be a dead-on strike to where I'm at. Damn it. Not good. Too bad I couldn't run the machine today because I was going to use the Yellow Jacket P51-870s. We are going to give those away, but I'm going to kind of run a few calls with them and see how they do. Take you guys along for it, see what they can do. I was kind of excited about that, but now I can't do that until tomorrow. That's okay. Whatever. That's fine. Whatever. That's cool. Some of these tools I've been hoarding here at the studio, I can finally get them out and do something with them. It'd be kind of nice. Used the porta-cable drill today. It was pretty good. My biggest complaint about the porta-cable drill and the reason why I will go back to Ryobi in the end is because there's a lag between the time when you hit the trigger and the time when it actually starts drilling. It's a little annoying. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's just annoying. When I hit the trigger, I want it to start drilling immediately. Maybe there's something to that. I don't know. You guys can tell me in the comments, but to me, it's kind of annoying. So I like Ryobi. I'm a Ryobi lover. They're the best. They're better than whatever tools you guys like the best. How about that? Put it in the comments how wrong I am. Love you. Bye.